Hello everybody, MD Polo here at a very noisy Range USA in Carmen, Indiana. I hope you can. Today we're doing something, I'm not sure why I'm doing it to myself. Again, we're shooting another 50 cal Desert Eagle. Sure, let me see this, but Desert Eagle, yes, it's been safety checked. Look at the size of this thing. And this is coming in 50 AE. This is 300 grain Hornady. So it's traveling at 1475 feet. And I think I've only going to put like 5 of them. Look at the size of this opening. It's just ridiculous. You know, why am I doing this to myself again? I have no idea. But here we go. 50. I'm going to the left target. And I got the wrong glasses. Mother of God again. There's people in the other bays over there asking what the hell was that? Oh Lord. The concussion. Alright. You know what I do is what you get. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't know what the 5th one was. But those were too good. That one? Anyway. Alright guys, I'm back again with a 50 Desert Eagle. I mean, look at this thing. I found 3 more rounds. 3 more rounds. Before I have to open another box. So let's try it again. Hello everybody, MD Polo here. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Magnum Research Desert Eagle in 50 Action Express. Now, not too long ago, I posted a video when I shot the Smith & Wesson 500 Magnum revolver. Not only that, also was a massive, massive revolver. But the different rounds that we shot, the different grains, it became more and more painful, of course, as the grains progressed in power. But although I was giggling like a little schoolgirl during that video, it turned out to be quite a painful experience. My hands on the top part here and all this area here was black and blue, purple and yellow for about a week. Although I enjoyed it, it was a painful experience. This pistol, although it is tremendously powerful as well, it did not leave me black and blue, and it was not a painful experience at all. Actually, it was quite fun. I really enjoyed filming this pistol. Now, what is it? It's the Desert Eagle 500 Action Express. Some people refer to it as the hand cannon, and deservedly so. In this video, we're not going to go through all the specs, all the measurements. I just wanted to show it to you and give you an overview. And of course, this pistol has been safety checked. To give you an idea, comparison on the ammunition, this is what I shot. And just for full disclosure, and a grateful disclosure, this gun is not mine. This gun belongs to my friend Eric. So Eric, thank you very much for loaning your pistol to the channel. It was an absolute blast, pun intended. He also supplied the ammo for the video. So once again, thank you very much, Eric. That was very generous of you, because not only lending me his gun, but also he provided the ammo for it. And what I shot was this, the Hornady 500 Action Express. This is the 300 grain. And just for you to get an idea on the power of this gun, it says here that it's 1,475 feet per second coming out of the muzzle, 1,253 at 50 yards, and 1,095 at 100 yards. And for a projectile that is this big, and just to give you an idea, I have medium-sized hands, and here's my pinky. That'll give you an idea of the size of it. Now, if we want to compare it to the 500 Magnum that we shot the other day, this is the 700 grain. Let's see if the focus is working. So as powerful as the 50 Action Express is, that'll give you an idea on why my hand was black and blue with a 500 Magnum. Again, that was a 700 grain. But both of them are a lot of fun to shoot. Now, what is this? I'm going to read you some of the specs as we go through it and let you walk around it. It is, like I said, 500 Action Express. This is not the newest of the models. The newest model is called the Mark 19. And one quick way to tell which one it is the Mark 19 has a pick rail down here. This one does not. I kind of like the clean look. You can see you've got a rail up there if you want to mount something. But it is a gas-operated system in this pistol, and it comes with a capacity of 7+1. And that's the only thing. For $1,600, almost $1,700, $1,670 MSRP, they only give you one mag. But it's a big mag, not a Big Mac. So there you go. And if you were to put a round in it, that's what it looks like. And yes, the gun has been safety checked. There's no ammo in the gun. All right. So capacity of 7+1. They give you only one mag. You see, it is empty. Look at the size of this thing. It is single action only, and the trigger is actually pretty nice. I do have a trigger gauge that I use. I just don't do it on camera. And it is consistently pulling at 4 3/4 to 5 pounds. So it's a very decent trigger. This was designed in the 1980s. And if you've seen other videos on this gun, you've seen it in many, many different colors. You see them in the shiny, gold, chrome, camo. It just comes in a lot of different flavors to suit your needs. I kind of like the black one, but that's personal preference. One thing you can see here is the size of this chamber. It is just absolutely massive. There you go to catch up. I mean, again, look at my hand, look at my finger. Look at the size of that chamber. It's absolutely massive. And when you look inside, see if the light cooperates, you can see there. Does that look familiar? Kind of like an AR-15? Look at that. No, I'm not chambering myself. I mean, flagging myself. Chambering myself. But it is very similar to an AR-15, and that's because of the gas-operated system. Another thing that is interesting is let's see, try to do this on camera. As you rack the slide, you can see what moves and what stays fixed. So very nice. And since we're here, let's take a look at the trigger. And like I said, 4 3/4 to 5 pounds. Here's your take up. It's very smooth, very, very smooth. And then, oh, sorry, safety, dummy. God, that was an amateur hour. Brakes. And then again, your reset. Now you're going to say, what reset? Yeah, you're right. You kind of feel it there. It's not very tactile, and it's somewhat audible. there, and it goes. But one thing I can guarantee you, when you're shooting this with the power of this thing, the last thing on your mind is going to be the reset. At least it wasn't on mine. And as I showed in amateur hour right now, you can carry it with a safety like a 1911. So single action only. Sights, you're going to have a blacked out rear sight. It doesn't have any serrations. It's just a smooth sight with a blacked out post in the front. You got a pick rail on top. You want to mount anything with a rail that wants to go on top. Now, showing you the front, and no, I am not pointing this gun at me. Just the design is beautiful. Another thing you're going to find is that the machine work, the finish, the craftsmanship is just absolutely superb. Very well made. There you go. Let you take a look at it. It comes in many different calibers as well. Like I said, this is in a 50 Action Express. You can find it also in 44 Magnum, 357 Magnum, 429, many different calibers depending on what your likes are, who your needs are. The size of it, well, it can be described as huge. And for comparison purposes, if I may, I brought out, here we have a 6-hour Legion. This is a P220 single action only. And all this, that was a snap cap. Okay. So I'll give you an idea. If I put them, that's the size difference with a P220 Legion. And a bit of a bigger gun. Here we have the HK 45, USP 45. And there you go. So you still have that in front of it. And this is a big gun. This is a huge gun. 6-inch barrel, and loaded comes in at 5 pounds. 5 pounds loaded. And by loaded, I mean, because people are going to say, well, what did you have in it? This, the 50 AE 300 grain by Hornady. So loaded with this, 5 pounds. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, this was so much fun. It is a hand cannon. It is very brutal, but it's not painful. I really enjoyed it. Show you the back. There you go, focus catching up. The grip texture was nice. It was, they also have a model where you can put the Hogue grips or Piranha grips here, and I think that would have been nicer. Give you a little bit more to hang on to, especially because there's no texture up front of the grip. That's something that I would have liked to have seen. Texture here, and I'm sure you can put grip tape or whatever you want to, but texture here would have been very nice. One thing that I liked and was very helpful, as you can see down here, you've got this little lip around the magwell. The magwell is not very large, but it is well done. But it's got this little lip here, and if you've got really big hands, I'm not sure how that would work, but for my hands, it fits absolutely perfect. But for the weight of it and for the violence of the recoil, I think that something with more grippy texture would have been nice. Just take a look at the bottom. The mag release, at least for my hands, and I keep going on about my hands, but this grip, because of the size of the bullet that has to go in here, of the ammo, the grip is very big. And although it gives me a lot of room for my grip, there's no way I can reach that mag release. So I have to completely break my grip and it works fine, but I can't reach it. There's just no way. All right. So YouTube doesn't play nice when you start disassembling guns on channel anymore, but you got this. Let me see the focus catch up. You got this, and while you're doing that, you do that, and then it comes apart. All right. So I just wanted to give you a quick-ish look at this Desert Eagle 500 in Action Express. Once again, thank you, Eric, for loaning me this pistol. And he also loaned me another pistol that is going to be coming up in another video. So there we go. What I'd like to know from you guys is, do you own it? And what are your thoughts on it? Why do you own it? If you don't own one, would you buy one, and what would you use it for? I look forward to your thoughts and comments. And as always, thank you very much for stopping by. I post videos every Friday morning, and when I can on Wednesday mornings as well. I'm pretty active on Instagram, and there you can see what's coming down the pipeline way before it hits YouTube. So if you'd like to give me a follow there, it would be very nice. I would appreciate it. That's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for stopping by, and until the next time, God bless.